everybody. I did drop the link in case anybody wanted to come up and sound off on any of the content that we just heard. Give me 1 second. And I'm gonna drop the link. All right, am I in? Okay, cool. So pretty much that live that we just had was about the knot and just all the oh my goodness, all the secrets, all the cons, you name it, it was all there. he let he let Jaguar know, pretty much what his plan was and how he was moving to take her down. And she pretty much let him know, like, that's not me and that's not what I was about. And then another thing is he has Naisha's social security number. He's got her social security number, child. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so pretty much, old dude Janat had come back and he was like begging her, oh, let me back in, let me back in. Pretty much, Queen tells us she really don't know what she's doing. Talking about my managerial duties, my pro bono. Shout out to Chris Creekmore. How are you? You know what? We're still overcoming the odds. This dude did not reached out to Jaguar and he is so upset at me because I decided to expose the truth. You're sitting up here begging this woman behind the scenes to get back in her good graces, but then you're coming back out here with content making it seem like you got something against her, but you're really in the backgrounds begging. And when I say begging, he was begging like he was begging us to forgive him from that white face. Y'all remember that white face when he did it? He was like, y'all, I am so sorry. I just thought it was funny and this, that, and the third. Who would think something like that is funny? And then he wants to sit up here and try to prescribe Jaguar a diagnosis. Like, my brother, please, no, 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 no. And I asked the that before. I seriously, I asked him, I said, when he was on my show, and this is when Jag was locked up, and he was still doing content. He thought it was funny, doing well. Thanks for asking, no problem. Um, and it had become too much. And I was like, I forgive you for what you don't know, but you know, I don't think it's a genuine apology. Yeah, I didn't think the apology was genuine. And we all saw that it wasn't because right the next day he was right back up and at it. He looks for a way to get in. But this is another thing. He's sitting up here taking money to take a woman down and expect for her to trust him. Like the first time, shame on you. The second time, shame on me. And it won't be no third time. But yeah, that's what he gets off to. He likes to, be with the white men and, having them push it out and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Was that not, like, not enough? Like, were the white men not enough? Was jail not enough? Playing in the court's face, was that not enough? Mr. Ricketts on this photo looks very much so disturbed. He looks bothered. I mean, he just creeps me out. He gives me like the Jeffrey Dahmer vibe. It's like he'll invite you over and try to befriend you, invite you over, and wig out on you. He'll wig out on you. That dude is gone. When you talk about somebody being gone, like that dude, he's gone. I don't see no, I mean, he says he lives in like this fantasy world. He says, "Oh, I'm a Hollywood star, this, that, and the third." And but he sits over there and he's looks these little boy clothes. I shout out to the thrift stores, but he goes and put on these little kid clothes and come on live. I don't know who he's trying to attract, to be honest. I don't know what he'll do for 20-piece chicken nuggets. You know? He keeps on laughing at TJ saying, "Oh, you're hungry, you're hungry, you're hungry." Well, sir, have you ever had a day when you hadn't eaten a meal? That is not funny at all. I don't think it's funny at all. Nothing cute about somebody starving. Like it's then he says, "I don't care. I'll do whatever." Maybe, sir, because you don't care about your trauma, there's other people that are dealing with their trauma. Seriously. And they don't know how to deal with it. But you are teaching them, hey, act out, you know, just say that you have trauma, ask for forgiveness, and once you get that forgiveness, give it a few days or give it 24 hours or should give it 5 minutes and get right back at it. Is that fair? No. Listen here. I receive mental health services, but I am not out here clowning out, doing the fool. I mean, it does not make sense. It does not make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, then it's the fool. But you have to understand, some people love being the victim. They want to be, oh my God, I went through all this trauma. You know, oh my God, I'm going through all this trauma and this happened to me and that happened to me. Well, where's your support system? Would be my first question. He doesn't have a support system. He says he doesn't have friends. And I feel like the reason he feels that way is because he does not want to admit that there is something not clicking. If you loved your mother the way that you say you did, you wouldn't. downgrade other women that simply did nothing to you. He sat up there, they call me Queen Tucket, they call me every name in the book, but I'm still here. I'm not out here being, you know, just, carrying on how they are carrying on, but they call me a troll. I'd rather be that than what you are, you know? It's levels to this, and some people get it, some people won't. He went after this, this YouTube situation for like a money gain. And yeah, if you coming out in shock value and stuff like that, Bambi, why are you eating those eggs, Lord Jesus? Bambi found an egg and opened it. Oh my God. Shout out to Nina. Chanel, yes, for the Cash App. Y'all hit that Cash App. Show your girls some support tonight. I'm really out here working. This live tonight is definitely. I did drop the link in here in case anybody wants to sound off. With the video that we just heard, the recording of Danat begging. He was bagging and begging, you know, because I want to know how his rear is because he got a lot of hot sauce. You know, he's a demon. Y'all heard him on the tape. She says, you want these sauce? He says, give me some hot sauce. And the lady was like, this sauce is nothing to play with. But no, he insisted that he wanted that demon sauce that was going to light his mouth and his rear on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with that man. He's not right up top. He's not right up top. And I think that he's very dangerous. The antics that he pulls, you know, the antics, I mean, you name it. He's on that type of time. So I would say anybody that's close to him, do not give him anything personal of yours. Do not confide in him. No. If you do, just keep it strictly on YouTube because you will have your day. Just as well as, King Pain and all them. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are chopping it up, Kiki and Hahan, just remember you'll have your day when they get mad. Because on Mad Day, they don't care. They're gonna let you know how they feel about you, how disgusting, how worthless you are, how you never meant anything to them. And you were just a monetary gain because that's what they are doing and saying to Jaguar. That's what King Pain did to me. I mean, I didn't do nothing to the man. And I asked, I was like, okay, well, how about, I get on a lituation for about a month. I try it out. And then when I step back, he says, well, you just started. Well, you can't continue to have me over here, um, doing all this work. And honey, I'm not getting paid or anything like that. Hey, Red Pill, Neon, Matrice woke. Okay, you woke. I'm glad you woke. I'm going to drop the link. Red Pill, I want you to come up. Can you come up for a second? Because I got a question to ask you. Hopefully you're a man. Because I need an opinion from a man. Because I already know how my ladies are rocking. Okay. I'm glad I doxed myself and don't take this shit personal. Well, can you come up and give us a little insight on, the doxing and, you know, I mean, I need some engagement. I need somebody to come up and give me some conversation. Oh, who should I call? Let's see. I could call my homeboy. What am I gonna call? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna call my homeboy right quick because I got a question. Okay, I gotta tell him that I'm gonna be live on the show, Joe. But I need to ask a homie, like, you love females, right? What's what when do you put a stop to before it gets to, you disrespecting her? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know how to live calls. How you doing? Hey, what's up, friend? What's up, I got a question. You busy right now? Okay, so my question is, so it's this dude and my homegirl, like she let him like help her out a little bit as far as like content, all right? Right? Like one second. Okay. Ask me got 75 or something. So, please. Hello, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was speaking to my neighbor. Go ahead. Oh, you good. So how do you feel about gay men going at women? What do you, I mean, oh, explain that again. Like they'll be the woman's friend, and then on Mad Day, oh she's a fish, oh she's this, oh she's that. It's like they want to degrade her, but she was everything and she was popping when she was cool and friends with you. So pretty much they was like using her for clout. Okay, now when you say they was using her, who was using her? What like who we talking about? So it's a group of gay dudes. Okay. And they passed her around like she was a hoe. I mean, passed her around like she was a hot potato. It was like one dude had her. Hold up. Or did she choose to be passed? But no, it wasn't like that. She chose to be passed around, but it was like it's like fair exchange is no robbery, right? Okay. Like, hold on. One second. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I'm doing 2 things at once right now. One second, please. I'm gonna go back and continue this conversation. I got a dog. So, yesterday, we found my dog, puppy. Oh. But anywho, okay, so, um, my opinion, I mean, I feel and think that I need to ask a few more questions, but just based off of what you told me, in a sense, I'm real big on like we all make decisions. You know what I mean? Like for a person to either be feel, or feel that way
that they gave their time to somebody who didn't deserve it, and now they just get them and they made some profit and getting more from it than the person who is probably the star, in a sense, you know. So I would have. I mean, people is just wrong anyway. You know, a lot of people always have ulterior motives anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say that to begin with. Like, you know, it's lack of communication that hold on just one second. I did it. I'm about to run to the store real quick, bro. Yeah, I'll be right back, but I got an L too though. Alright. So I'll let my homeboy. I just moved out to these new apartments. I had yellow cross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But anyway, I'm sorry. But yeah, as far as like my opinion, based off of what you said, young lady, is, you know, we all, you know, we get into situations. Some of us being more docile or not trying to, you know, look at the facts, you know, when they're presented, in a sense. So I'm just kind of like, I'm, I'm gonna I'm gonna agree to disagree and say I just both parties could be wrong in the sense of, you know, not doing their homework or doing their due diligence, and, you know, like
Okay, let me break it down right here. Okay, so peep this out. So just say that you online, you doing a video, right? You just doing content, you just talking to your audience or whatever. And next thing you know, you got banging on your door, banging on the window, weapons drawn out because somebody got in their feelings and they decided to make a fake phone call and say that you were over there about to take somebody out.
So my question is this: why would the person get in their feelings?
Listen, you have to understand when you're in the social media world, and here I'm gonna play it back for you because you were busy. You were saying, hold on," and then you was talking to Day Day and telling him that you was running to the store.
I apologize.
Okay, so
you got my full attention. Like, yeah, okay. I'm walking to the store actually right now with my dog. So
okay,
nobody around or nothing.
So there's this superstar, right? She had come on YouTube, and she did some charity work on YouTube, helping people get their channels off the ground, bringing traction to them, right? So she may not have given you monetary anything, but her appearance drew a crowd. People were coming. You were getting, the person that was hosting the video was getting paid, right? Cash apps, super stickers, and all this other stuff. But when they broke off the friendship, now the person that was bringing food to his table, now he's going at her, and she's the worst thing on this earth. Do you feel that that's right when somebody puts food on your table and things go, you just go your separate ways? Is there a code that, that us as adults should follow?
Well, I I I think it is, but that's just my method. You know,
right?
Everybody don't have the same perception and morals that I have.
Okay, good. Pause. Okay, so pause right there. So pause right there. That was just a question. So let's take it a step further. This person, they were supposed to call it good riddance, but this person was a part of sending police to this woman's family's house where they were staying. And, calling the police and making false reports and had them come and draw out the guns. What are your thoughts on people weaponizing the police?
Well, that's definitely I'm a black person anyway, so like that's definitely I'm definitely like that's a no go to like, and even in the sense of I'll say this, like motherfucker might be like, oh yeah, let's keep it gangster, let's keep it G, like it ain't like I would use the police in certain circumstances, right? But again, we supposed to be keeping it. All right, tough girl, come on, stop. So people play these games in a sense, or they be like, they don't want you to call the police, but they will. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, matter of fact, the song just came out. It's okay if you do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, that's really something that happens a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. These big bullies, they want to play hard and then they call in the police.
Right. So everybody, I don't say everybody, but it's a big percentage of people that put on a goddamn mask and a facade of and portray, somebody and characteristics that they don't have and they're not, So again, my biggest thing is the lack of communication with any type of misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Like I have misunderstandings quite often, and it's usually because of my mouth, not because I done did some some old crossover shit, or didn't take somebody or whatever the case may be. I wasn't as bad of a motherfucker that people try to make you out to be in a sense of hell. If I verbally disrespected you, then you need to go back to the goddamn drawing board on reading comprehension skills because, words mean something. So, but actions mean a lot more as well.
Shit, you right about that.
So, so when we get into these situationships, friendships, relationships, associationships, it's like if we don't do our due diligence and asking the right questions or just letting a motherfucker talk long enough to fucking shit on themselves, because again, I didn't talk myself into some pussy and out some pussy, motherfucker, or whatever the case may be. Talk myself into some shit and out of some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times it's based off of motherfucker with the simplest form of understanding, and they take a lot of things I say as rude and disrespectful. And hell, I'm okay with that. I'll live with it. But again, I know my heart in the right place, and if I was in that situation in the sense, it helped me. I never, you know what I'm saying, shit it on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I can say, as long as I've known you, like you've been cool as hell. Like,
right? Even like I said, even not a misunderstanding. Well,
your phone is breaking
okay.
up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm in right here by the Waffle House now, so it probably kind of went in and out.
Right.
But again, I digress and I say, hey, well, maybe it was me. Maybe I offended a person, or maybe I offended that person at the wrong time in the sense of motherfucker wasn't just trying to hear the shit. You never know what people going through in the sense, and sometimes they won't tell you. So that can play a role in certain shit, but a lot of things come down to a lack of communicating, crossing the T's and dotting the I's. It's kind of like doing business, when you go you made your YouTube channel, you couldn't get paid until you crossed, your T's and dot your I's and figured out how to get paid for, and what you needed to do and
Right.
how many videos, or how many views you needed and this and that to figure out, okay, I can get paid a little bit for this or I can get paid more for this,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know these things if you didn't, you know, do your due diligence in trying to understand it. Maybe somebody else trying to help you, but guess what? Maybe you want the fine print and understood it yourself. So,
True.
in reference to what you just asked me, it just sounds like so much of a lack of communication in the sense of, motherfuckers portraying to be something that they're not. And then when the shit hit the fan, it's like, oh yeah, let me call the police or let me call somebody else to clean up my mess. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how I'm. My opinion is in the sense of what you told me is kind of vague, which totally understand and it's cool, but it's a broad spectrum of it, and it's kind of like a generalized in me. So because it's more people in the same boat that's experiencing this same motherfucking thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I do understand that, and I think like if motherfucker put food on your table or put food on a person's table, then
It's always going to be respecting for me. Like I don't know how anybody else rock, but if you put food on my table, it's like like no, that's just a code that you just. It's just general code.
Well, I tell you this, motherfucker put food on my table, and they'll hold I hold them in high regard.
Hey Jack, listen, my homegirl Jack. You wanna say hey to her?
Say what?
You wanna say hey to my homegirl Jack?
Can they hear me?
No.
I'll speak.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Jack.
like people.
Jack.
Jack, peace. Or forever hold your peace. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Okay. I can't hear you, girl.
Hello, Jack.
Yeah, she I don't know what's wrong with her phone. I tried to add her.
Oh no, oh you trying to merge the call?
Uh
Somebody just called me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just chilling. But no,
yeah.
I just you know me. I just
Well,
like
I'm gonna tell you something. People are gonna be people. Everybody is not genuine.
yeah.
That's just the biggest thing, really. Like people just aren't genuine. My nigga, like everybody has an art. Well, not everybody, but they have an ulterior motive. It's a big percentage of people who have ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? To use you and not be used. And then cut to that, they're gonna be used because it's a fucking cycle of life. Like you can't be that. You can't outsmart every fucking body.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm. But
So,
what do you think about it? Like people like just be on the foolery for like no like just want to go out and just start something. Like just
listen, I'm so passive aggressive that it's crazy. Like again, I have motherfuckers like nigga, don't talk to me. I won't talk to him. I won't bother him. Then, I see him in a certain setting. If the timing is right, I'll speak again because I'm just a people's person. I have no, I hold no ill will toward nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I am conscious.
yeah.
I
I
am
think
definitely conscious.
but
So, but
like
yeah, I'm.
I think like a
I'm
lot
listening.
of people, you know how like you was raised. That's what they're lacking in this like this day and age.
Oh,
Hold on, let me see. Jag is back. Jag, is that
you
you?
said what?
Jag is back. Jag,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Thank
Loud
God.
and clear.
This Wi-Fi is killing me.
What happened?
She said the Wi-Fi is killing her.
Oh.
How you doing
Who
tonight,
is
Jag?
talking?
Yeah,
Hello?
Wi-Fi still tripping.
Yeah. Yup, you want her?
It's still tripping?
You want her?
You good?
Nah, but can you hold it for me, bro? Thank you. She on
Hold,
button.
hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Tulsa.
Shit,
Hold
that's
on,
you.
hold on.
Okay.
Tulsa, can you hear me
Hello.
now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Who is that calling me Jackie?
Oh, I didn't say that.
That's the
I didn't say that.
yeah. He didn't call you Jackie.
Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
said Jag.
Who is it?
Apology accepted.
It's the homie,
Who told me?
my homie.
Oh, that's what's up. Hi, homie.
What up, little homie?
Ain't nothing little about me.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, but I'm only 5'4.5".
Then that means I'm taller than you.
Hold up, hold up, hold
No,
up.
I'm 5'5". If you 5'4.5", I'm
I'm just
5'5".
stopping.
So listen, homie, go ahead and do your thing, and then I'm gonna call you back in about 30 minutes. Okay?
All right, sounds good enough.
All right. Peace. All right, Jag. Did you catch the audio that I had played?
Which audio?
The audio of you and Denat on a phone conversation where he was begging you, pleading with you to give him one more chance.
It kind of felt like that, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What I'm more interested and curious about, though, is why.
Well, I mean,
I mean, there has to be a why. I mean, the funny thing is this. Everybody knows my motto. I record people when I don't trust them. He knows I don't trust him, which means he wanted to be recorded saying everything that he said. Did you catch the part when he started talking about uh Naisha's social security card number and how he got rid of it?
yeah, he
Did
admitted
you
that.
believe that?
No, I don't believe he got rid of it because he's always looking for a piece of something to dangle over somebody's head.
I know. All them carrots. It's amazing he has enough room to hold all of those little carrots he likes dangling all the time. It's amazing.
I think it's
What?
dangerous.
Who? Deny?
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about somebody having somebody's social security number, like it's all types of scams going on. Like that's something that I don't play with.
Honey, there's all kinds of scams going on. And there's all kinds of people working together in the backdrop. I mean, he made that very clear, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's not a one man team. He has a crew.
I don't know if he has a crew, but I definitely know that he's working in collaboration with a bunch of people behind the scenes. But if you really listen to that recording, what you heard him describe was the DNA of a conspiracy plot,
And that is true.
a conspiracy against me. Now you got Pam with her channel, and she's going to put up $5,000 so Naisha Davenport can drive a Jaguar. I mean, I guess that's cool. Ty got to fuck a Jaguar, and now she gets to drive one. I don't know. There's a lot of obsession about me.
Clearly. But since we're on Pam, Pam was in this from the very beginning. Because now
Mm-hmm.
that y'all brought her up, I didn't really, know who she was like off her name, but from her voice, yeah, that woman was interested from the jump. And I think that she said that she had like some type of connection with the police because they were like, well, if you get her out, what if she doesn't do her bond? She was like, well, I ain't worried. I'm only such and such hours away. But it's like
It sounds like
she
that she
was,
was mad. It sounds like that she was mad that she didn't get to be the hero in my story.
yes, that's what she wanted. She wanted you on her channel. She wanted to get all that traction that they were getting. But see, King Payne, King Payne blocked her out.
And then they selected TJ.
Yeah. He blocked her
But
out
wasn't the
because she
thing,
wanted to get you an attorney.
I know, and she wanted to have control, and she didn't want Michael Braggs involved.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Michael said, we got to use TJ.
Mm-hmm.
But the story that they sold to everybody out in the world was that nobody would do it. They couldn't find anybody that would do it except for TJ. So they got to make TJ the hero. And she was the hero that they thought that they could control. Next thing you know, Pam wants to donate. She wants to help. And she came to us under the guidelines that she wanted to help us build WCW. And then every time she got Ty on the phone, she was constantly trying to convince Ty to go back to New Mexico. I guess she figured if she could get Ty to go back to New Mexico, I would be left desperate and then she could come in and be the hero again. Like, this is the same woman that was offering to give us the security deposit and to co-sign for whatever place we chose to move into. Now so you say we scammed you out of $2,500 that you gave to be a silent partner in my organization while you were sending Ty whatever she asked for, whenever she asked for it, and now you're going to double that and put up $5,000 to buy a Jaguar for a bitch that doesn't have a license.
What?
That's interesting.
And that is true.
Yeah, man. I posted it up on my community page, the text message that we received from an anonymous person that says she's
Mm-hmm.
disgusted and she won't be donating. But
Okay, it's okay.
apparently,
I'm
huh?
sorry. Oh no, I was
Yeah.
telling Red Pill it's okay. He said he can't get on because of his StreamYard devices. Shout out to Tangi Grace. She says, "Hey, sweet babies. Sorry I'm late in attendance." Yeah, this is
So
the after show. Sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
can you Is there any way you could pull up my community page and show people the post that I just put up with the text message that we got from the anonymous person on the Docs Nation phone?
Okay, yep. Let me go ahead and get on here. And you just posted it on your community wall.
Yeah, it should be right before me sharing your page and asking everybody to come join you.
Okay. And thank you.
Oh, honey,
Let me
I
see.
support. I support the people that I back.
Okay.
That's what's up, Red Pill.
Yes. Let's see. Um, okay, so I'm gonna turn my camera on. It's gonna be up. Okay, so I'm trying to reverse it.
I love your lightsaber.
Thank you.
You look like a whole
That
superhero from this angle. You look like you're about to go and fight Darth Vader.
Child, ain't that it? Okay, here we go right here. So it says, I'll read it. It says, hey, I want to give you a heads up. The woman from Reshape Reality, Pam, has asked many of us to donate to help Naisha get a Jaguar car. She says she's putting 5K towards, and anything helps. I find this repulsive. I won't be donating.
Hmm. Thank you, Docs Nation. Now, can you read my caption?
Your caption says, oh, whoa, okay. It says, can you spell pathetic so? First, PM wants to be the hero in my life by posting bond and getting the lawyer. Unfortunately, the official campaign thought she was too busy and said beat it instead. So TJ had to step up, and this is where the bullshit began. Next, reshape your reality, aka Pam, then doubles back pretending to want to be a silent donor in WCW and wanted to help us find steady ground, even wanted to pay the security deposit on a new place for us. Wow, then all of a sudden I'm accused of calling her an op and a stupid bitch, which never happened publicly, but Sean Davy Way said it. Pointed his finger at me, so it must be true, huh? By the way, Sean David Way is the one who referred Pam to the official campaign in the first place, always being smart enough to never involve himself in direct money dealings for plausible deniability. Very cute. Furthermore, Pam wouldn't stop pursuing trying to get TJ back to Naisha from Jump. Doesn't all this seem pretty involved and extremely desperate for real, for real? Now, summer's almost over, and Pam not only has a YouTube channel mentored by Sean Davy Way, but is going to give $5,000 to Naisha so Naisha can drive a Jaguar. You people are ridiculous. All of these people now have YouTube channels being choreographed by Sean Davy Way, and we're all supposed to believe this is sheer coincidence. All perpetrators of using my name as a negative to make money online, also all people I've never met IRL, I'm going to shut all of you down. Enjoy the low life while it lasts. And in the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke all of you. Little greedy devils looking for fresh water, well to drink from. Well, my well is only available to those interested in drinking and the word of God. You people will reap what you sow. And as for the 20th, I also have enough evidence to prove you're all in this conspiracy together to threaten, gaslight, harass, and defame my life. We haven't been safe for months, but God is in control. Philadelphia Network, hashtag Philadelphia Network, is coming back bigger and better. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Thank you, Tulsa.
You are so welcome.
So, what do you
Now,
think about all of that?
I think that it's just wonderful that you captured every single um, moment, and the tactics that they had going on, they are being reversed. you know and what they thought was funny is like now is going to be bringing them to tears, because not only will they God is going to get them, but the judicial system, I mean, I think all these police stations are getting tired of people calling and utilizing their services. They could be helping somebody else.
They could be helping somebody that actually needs help.
Yeah.
You know, what's really disgusting, the most disgusting part about this, and the one thing that I will have to say on that call with the knot that was true, the women, the black women who support these evil little fuckers. How do they explain themselves? Especially that motherfucking true embrace bitch. Like that bitch? Who the fuck is she? And it's funny because she's a mod for Sean Davy Way and for the official King Payne. But I just saw her over on somebody's channel laughing while they was going in on him. Like True and Brace be in Denot's chat when Denot be talking shit about them. So I'm trying to understand. Fuck is really good, ma. You sit over there moderating for the official King Payne, and did she come after you? Or was that, no, that was too persuasive. Tulsa, are you
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just letting you
It
talk,
was
honey.
too, yeah, I'm just saying it was too persuasive that
Yeah.
came after you.
Yeah, it was too persuasive.
Right. But
Hmm.
her and that fucking true embrace bitch.
They're all like that. Even Evangelist Val. Evangelist
Listen, I ain't
Val.
calling that woman an evangelist. She ain't nobody's evangel. No, no. She a former crackhead or something just like that Pam. I, I'm good. I'm good with people playing on the Lord. And if she is an evangelist, I don't know for what faith. Because you
Yeah,
sitting up there perpetrating a fraud on a fraud that was perpetrated on a person, me, that you don't know.
and she's been down in jail and prison, and
Yeah,
you
she
would
got a
think
whole
that.
rap sheet. I ain't never been convicted of shit. She has. Like,
Mhm.
you need to stop, bitch. You need to stop playing with God, Val, with your 8 hour long fucking prayers. Like, you need to stop. It says it in the Bible. It says it in the Bible. Jesus says it in the Bible that people that put on grand shows in God's name are Pharisees and they're false prophets. Jesus said that.
Mhm.
Like, you need to stop. They all need to stop. Or maybe it's just time that we make them stop. What do you think, Tulsa?
Listen here. We are going to make them stop. They don't have a choice. They wanted content. Baby, we're about to give it to them. We're about to serve them up. We are going to light them up in these streets with the truth. Y'all
You just
sit out here
reminded
and
me I
degrade
gotta
this
get in touch
woman.
with Michael Stovall.
Yes.
He's been a little bit too quiet, in my opinion. A little too quiet. What do you think?
Yeah, Michael usually goes live. I haven't saw his live in a while, but yeah, Michael usually goes live. I believe that there is
You know
something
he
going
was
on.
swatted, right?
Yeah,
He was swatted this year as well.
yeah, by Sherelle's World,
I know. And that was
big
back
YouTuber.
before her and Nosy fell out.
Yeah, but do you see all these relationships just crumbling?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Couldn't happen to
Listen,
nicer people. It couldn't happen to nicer people.
it's because
They
you're
all
Poppington.
deserve. Honey, they all deserve. But what they all need to be really worried about is why did not bother to call me for 16 minutes to share all of that information with me when he knows I record everything. He also knows my motto, everything is content. You cute, not. The question is, who the fuck pissed you off in the backdrop? Or who the fuck is leaning that you wanted to give a little push to and use me to do it? Ain't they cute, Tulsa? They so, yes, Storm. Push it out. Push it out,
Please.
honey.
Storm got something. He's got to say, honey. He says that photo right there is giving push it out.
That photo is. And listen to me. That right there. That should be the logo.
Yes.
Like you know how they got the little Michael Jordan jump man. Storm should be Mr. Push It Out. He should be the Push It Out man. They need to just take. Yeah, and then to not get taken, he can merchandise it.
You see Wendy right there next to him.
Honey, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing? Yes, this white face. I guess he forgot that
Oh
he
Jesus.
got on there and did the white face and decided to disown all the black people. You know, we were niggers and this, that, and the third.
He just
But he
that poor
said,
boy.
hold on, he said that you had issues and you had problems and you needed to go to the doctor and he went to diagnose you. Looking at this photo, what are your thoughts?
Honey, I don't know which one gives me the tickle more, this or the sugar knot. I don't know. They're both giving me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm special. Look at me. I'm a star. Look at me. That's all he just said. I wrote a song about it. I called it Takashi 69. The shit that niggas will do for fucking attention, yo. And look at me looking asses. It's amazing. I don't know how niggas like this live that long. I don't. I really don't. Because they all just seem to appear to be a little bit too stupid for life. But at the end of the day, I just feel in my heart that shit's about to go down, yo. A lot of shit is about to get exposed. And I think a lot of YouTube subscribers are about to become very embarrassed. Because the one thing that Donat was extremely right about was that the subs should be held accountable just as much as the CCs. Because they're there fueling it, feeding it, encouraging it, all for entertainment. And they pay good money to be recognized on these very fraudulent motherfucking CC's channels. Look at Pam. You're gonna give Naisha $5,000 to get a car that she doesn't have a license to drive. How the fuck she supposed to keep up the goddamn insurance payments? Wiping ass at the nursing home. Like, I've had Jaguars. I know how much they cost. I also know what the maintenance is on those motherfuckers. And they ain't no joke. To maintain a Jaguar, you have to take it to the dealer or to a specialized user. I mean, I was spending $5,000 in maintenance alone every year to keep it conditioned, because if any of those parts go down, you're talking anywhere from 5 to 10, sometimes up to $15,000 to get a car running correctly. And considering what Ty has told me about the way Naisha does not take care of cars, they're going to buy her a Jaguar so it can just be sitting on cinder blocks in a couple of months. Like, how's she going to pay to get it registered? How's she going to afford the insurance? It's a luxury car. Insurance is going to be higher. How do you do all of that on Section 8, wiping ass? Like, y'all can get her the car. She's got to get a license and she's got to get insurance. She's got to pay for the maintenance. The gas is higher because you can't put 87 in it. You got to put 93 in a Jaguar. Which means where she's at, she's still going to be paying damn near $4 a gallon. Like, I'm just, make it make sense. Can you make it make sense, Tulsa?
I can't.
Like, how the fuck you gonna buy a car for somebody that don't got a license that can't even afford to maintain it?
Well, I mean, the social security number is already out there. So is the car getting delivered?
I don't know. Maybe the reason why Pam's able to do it because she got Naisha social security number and she working up one of them PPP loans.
Oh, Miss Evangelist Val is up in here.
I don't get no fuck you, Val.
Evangelist Val, you need to
How about that? Go pray for that. Go pray for me. Go pray for me cussing you the fuck out. Fuck you, Val. You goddamn motherfucking criminal who's been convicted of crimes on more than one occasion. Don't nobody get no fuck about you. How about y'all go worry about Naisha getting that Naisha car, and then you can sit there and pray that God pays for the maintenance and the upkeep and the oil change, and you can pray for 8 hours on that. Bitch, ain't nobody fucking called for you. Please don't fucking send for me. Please don't make me make you content, Val. It won't be pretty. You sure you want to sit over here, Val? Become content? Because you'll be light work, yo. Not on my father's name. You don't play on God's name, Val. I don't know how many times I sat there. Wait, I owned a Jaguar, purchased new in 2003, paid $32,000 for it. You have to drive that bitch. You are right. Maintenance is expensive. See? How the hell somebody wiping ass living off of Amazon wish lists and cash apps on Section 8 gonna afford to take care of that car? Sounds like y'all just giving that bitch more problems than she already has.
Evangelist Val, you're gonna have to hit my cash out before you come up on the panel. There it goes. Beautiful 07.
And if she expects that anything to say to me, she gonna have to hit my cash app too, because I ain't talking to the bitch.
Oh, not yeah.
Free.
You have to cash out me and Jaguar before you land up on this panel. You don't get to, this is not Burger King. You don't have it your way over here, love. We go in an orderly fashion over this way.
Ain't it funny how she showed up? How she showed up as we started exposing all of their nasty shit.
She always hide in the bushes.
Let me
She
tell you
always
something.
hiding
Motherfuckers
in the
want to talk
bushes.
about me being under the tree. That bitch live under a bush.
And let me go ahead and put you in timeout, because girl, I don't want to see your little comments. We need a cash app, or you don't get heard. Holla. Okay. Holla, 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 holla,
In the
holla.
name of Jesus, in the
In the
precious
name of
name
Jesus.
of
Yes.
8 pound, 4 ounce little baby Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can sit her ass in timeout. So you get some
Why don't you go
respect.
ahead and do one of your whack ass internet revivals?
And that's for anybody. If y'all want to come up on the piano, y'all need to hit our cash apps. Y'all want to come up here, y'all want to engage. That's what we're doing. Y'all send cash apps, y'all send super stickers. We don't want the super stickers tonight. We want a cash app. Let me put our cash app back up.
Ain't nobody turning down those super stickers or super chats,
No,
but if you want to talk, it's gonna cost you cash app.
that
Like
is
they
true.
said, in the Coming to America, we appreciate the kind of money that jingles, but we rather have the kind that folds.
Yeah.
See, the jingle is the YouTube money. The kind that folds is the cash app money.
You know, I want to dig off into Miss Miss Val. I want
Oh,
to
what
dig
happened?
off.
What
Listen here,
happened?
that woman is just so messy. Listen here, she was out with one of her friends in Chicago, child, and they were out there just acting a mess. They were talking about stealing the items that were like, oh my god, I want to steal this. Like, I could not go out with no grown ass women talking about they want to steal something. You too fucking grown to be sitting up there trying to steal. No, ma'am. I thought that
Oh,
was
wait
very
a minute. Wait
tacky.
a minute. There's a phone call coming in on Doc's Nation.
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
Doc's Nation, how can I help you?
Hi, no, I'm not Dots Nation. I was in TJ's chat earlier this morning, and I saw her live. My name is AD Music and Entertainment, and I've spoken with her in her chat very briefly and felt her story. And I told her that I wanted to share some valuable information with her. So, excuse me. So this call wasn't to disturb you or your home.
Well, hold on one second. TJ is sitting over here. I'll turn you over to her. And
Yes,
just let me say this. Thank you
yes,
for
ma'am.
positive support. She's been terrorized for so many months now. You can. Hey Tulsa, I'm sorry, we back.
Yes. But that Val lady, she just needs to go and sit down. Like I said, I think she's very tacky, and
No,
when
let's get back to the stealing.
yeah, stealing. Okay, so they were
What
in
kind
the
of
rest.
evangelists run around talking about stealing?
Well, it was her friend, but that's her friend. Her good
Well,
girlfriend.
no, birds of a feather flock together. Bitch, if you're down
Uh,
with it, you're down with it. You're down
you're
with the
down with it.
secrets.
Because she wasn't going to tell on that friend if she had stole it, was she?
Well, I mean, she been down. She been
Oh,
locked down before.
that's right.
The code amongst criminals and thieves. What was she doing? She was praying for. She was praying for a while. Her friend was sitting there planning on stealing.
She
In the
was
name of
praying.
Jesus, in the name of Jesus, I asked you to be delivered from these sticky fingers.
In the name of Jesus, you're going to get out of here in peace. Just put it in your purse. Just put it in your purse
In the name
and
of
make
Jesus,
a
listen.
dash
In the
for
name of Jesus, I plead the fifth.
it.
Yes,
Redfield
yes.
said, that Chicago only stealing is light work. Trust the women here are the first to run plays.
Listen to me. Red Pill ain't lying because everybody know that I was locked up in Cook County Jail, that 23rd, 24th in California. And I'm telling you right now, like 45 to 50% of all of the girls that got booked in that was waiting to bind out were all there for retail theft. That's like that's like, get a job at McDonald's or do a retail. Retail! Like that's Chicago.
Boosters.
Them bitches don't get no fuck. They for real.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you know
just
this.
thought that was very strange of Miss Val to be, entertaining that. They were out having drinks and,
Listen to
I
me.
mean,
I can tell you right now. You know the girl Tia B,
Tia
the
B.
one that was talk, the one
Ooh.
that was calling herself the thug pastor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's more godly than Val. I can tell you that. I'd rather pray with Tia than pray with Val.
I can't. I can't. I
Look,
can't.
at least Tia tell the truth.
Yes, that part.
At least she tell the truth. She was like, "Yup, me and Matthew knows was we was tooting, we was getting that cocaine." And she said, "God forgive me, and I'm gonna pray for."
Listen here, I want to shout out to all of the blessings. Shout out
Yes,
to you for
all
that.
of the blessings.
Check your cash app too. They probably sent you some. I always keep it low key on whoever sends anything.
Well, let me see. Let me see.
Hey, dishing out, sister T News.
Let
How
me
are
check
you?
and see. Let me see. Wait a minute. Dusty section broadcasting. There's a dusty section now. I can't keep up.
Yes, but yeah, honey, I'm just so
Thank you, Miss
ex-
Asada. Thank you.
okay. We have. Could you cut your camera on? We have a guest in
Can
the
I
back.
come up?
Oh no, it's somebody in the back. Cut camera
Oh,
on. No, like
look, can I say I need to make an announcement?
okay.
Kelly Taylor, we know you love TJ. You send $1 every day saying you
Oh,
love
you got your
TJ.
face on here. Hey, how
I
you
mean,
doing?
thank you
I'm
for
doing
loving
good. My
TJ,
name is
Kelly.
Sidecar.
Oh, okay.
That's what they call me.
Your name is Godin.
No, it's not. It's not God. It's Sidecar. I
Okay,
I used
baby.
I used to
You
be a
gotta hit that cash,
fraternity.
baby. 1, 2, 3. You gotta hit that cash app. Sorry about that, love.
Thank you, Spunky. Thank you, Monica.
Hey,
God
Pooh.
bless you.
All right, you got it, honey. I'm gonna pass you the floor.
Okay, what we talking about?
Red Pill says all praises due to Allah. That was my donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Um,
Amen, Red Pill. I'm telling you, Red Pill, I'm gonna have to do something special in your honor very soon. Me and Toast gonna have to come up with something.
yes.
Because Red Pill was done so wrong. She was done so wrong. So wrong. Who the hell is anybody to say they're gonna run somebody up out of somewhere? Who? Like who do these niggas think they are? The Gestapo? Sprachen Sie English? The Germans are coming. The Germans, like looking ass. I tell you what, my name ain't Anne Frank. I ain't sitting in no basement hiding in the motherfucker. You come to my door, we gonna get it. Child.
I really wish that we had that song that The gold heels and gold hair.
Oh,
But I like that
yes,
beat.
yes. I talked to Famous. Famous said even though we haven't collected all the money for fan funding, he's just working on the record. He's getting it done. He wants it out. And we need this money to get this video done. We gotta raise the cash. Tulsa, TJ is here. Can you speak with TJ for a second? I gotta take something right quick.
Yes, I
Hello, TJ.
can. Hi, TJ. How are you doing, my love?
Hey Tulsa.
How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm
How are
tired.
you? Yeah, how are you appreciating all the support that you're getting on your channel and going this new route?
It's refreshing, honestly. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's
Yeah.
welcome. It's a whole different energy from what we were just experiencing. What, like what, 72 hours ago, maybe I should say.
Yes. Red pills are growing worried about an old dusty queen. I grew up in the household that all gave me into my transistors.
Mm.
Yes, I'll hit you with my pocketbook. Okay, I was swinging hooks. Tangi, what is it? We was swinging hooks before we was carrying pocketbooks.
Right. Hey, Chris, what was y'all talking about? Because I had stepped away.
Oh shit, we was just in here chilling, but I had got into this evangelist Val. Did you ever interact with evangelist Valerie?
No, but I see her periodically on King Perry, with her prayer and all of that. But then I seen her turn on Jag, so like I don't know much about her actually.
Yeah, I was just saying that I didn't appreciate her and how she was just, one minute she would be all for women and she was just, then she would be paying men to drag a woman. So I just didn't understand. It's like these women they gather together and try to come at Jaguar. Like
Mhm.
it just sends me, you know.
I think it's weird, honestly. How to be a woman yourself and then you just going around attacking people just by her hearsay, and you want to financially alienate somebody. You want to take their jobs. You just doing too much. And then she's supposed to be an evangelist. Like, aren't you supposed to be proclaiming God's word and being steadfast? But you're on the bandwagon of hate. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So listen, van life. Tell us about van life.
Well, for a while, I've been wanting to get on the road. Like, actually, for a few years, I wanted to get on the road, to get an RV or convert a bus or something like that, and um, just travel, America. Even, well, I can
Mhm.
go down to Mexico too, get my passport. So I'm excited about that. Living a nomadic journey where I don't have to worry about having somewhere to live. Like, I can have a kitchen, I can do all of that. I can sightsee, I can make content. It's a journey. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that would be like a 24/7 like content situation. It's always going to be something going on and you're always going to be like in a different place.
Right. And I was actually thinking, like, like my supporters, as my supporters go, I support and love the ones that support and love me now. Like doing a meet and greet, like maybe, come through their town and meet some people, and, just make it fun. Somebody asked me, was I going through a midlife crisis? Maybe, and maybe this would be the journey, to find myself, just to land. It's my birthright, to travel. Mhm. You there, Tosa? Can you hear me?
Girl, no ma'am. I don't think that you should do like meet and greets because you have to understand people are watching you from this journey and everything that's attached to your name and stuff. So
Uh,
I would be leery on like meeting people and they come to see me. Shit. If it's not
but in a
security
public
there,
establishment,
like if you
do
was
you
to do
know
like a
some?
meet and greet, like somewhere
Uh,
in like a hotel or somewhere you got security, then yeah, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about meet and greet like in a hotel room, kicking it, or to someone's house. No, I'm just saying maybe like other people who want to learn about van life, or
Well,
you
shit,
just never know. I'm just
you
thinking
was
in the
about to head
future.
your ass down to Memphis.
Well,
Shit.
yeah, but I trusted Jag. Jag need a truck driver. It wasn't a random person truck. I just jumped in and was like, "Hey, I'm going to Memphis."
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He could have drove me anywhere. No, I entrusted Jag or with her judgment. So I didn't get in a
Hmm.
random person car. Well, I guess he was random because I didn't know him, but I trust Jag, so she knew.
Right. So, how has it been like with Jack? Like, are y'all having any arguments? Are y'all ticking each other off? How is life like? Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna take that back. So scratch that. Since you switched your content to a different sector, with y'all relationship, has it improved or has it declined?
Um, our relationship wasn't based off the content. So that's kind of hard for me to answer because regardless of me being in the beef sector or not, our relationship is real. But
Hmm.
now we're friends, so we're in a different energy. It's not based off of the content. We're still getting hate. We're still getting people coming in against us. It's no different. I mean, maybe for my mental health, it's not as aggressive now that I'm switching my content, but that's a personal thing. Jack
Yeah.
gonna be Jack. She don't give no fucks about anything. So the way that she handle things and the way I handle things are different.
Right. But I'm saying like with you transitioning from this sector to the next one, are your triggers still high or what I'm
Oh,
saying like
absolutely. I think this red app has made my what is it PTSD heightened.
yeah.
Absolutely. I like I said on my live. I don't know if you caught it earlier. I think I'm kind of depressed. I'm kind of trying to come out of depression. To constantly be attacked and have people defame your character, to lie on you, um, to reach down to your family members. It wears on you. It takes away on your mental health. So in due time, all things come together.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad that people like get to see like a different side of you and I know all the content and stuff was coming out and we got Naisha over there working over hours to try to drag you down and you know try to get sympathy and things like that. But I just say that people can keep up their facade for only so long, right?
Right.
And you know, we can't I know sometimes we want to prove and tell people, hey, I'm a good person, this, that, and the third, and prove ourselves and try to jump on the story or try to get ahead of the lie or whatever the case may be. But people are going to believe what they want, and it's sad, but on this app people want to be in a cult. People want to be told what to do. People want to get played and pimped out their money. It's a fetish for some of these people. Some of these people, they don't get no attention at home. So, you know, anywhere they get it, they're going to be satisfied.
They get on the red. They really do. This red app is a trip. I think for me, you said people getting to see a different side. It's just people getting to see me. That's who I am. A lot of what people see was just me being overwhelmed emotionally, mentally. I'm trying to adjust, being exposed and doxxed and shifting through what's true and what's not and how to handle it. And then you got people attacking my new girlfriend, and I got
Naisha over there just upset because she got left. Like it's just weird. The behavior is just weird. Um, but God reveals everything in due time. That's how I have to look at it.
You know what I just recognized? You hadn't heard about the Jaguar.
No, I didn't until you just said it on the
Yeah,
line.
I noticed that on your face. Yeah, they text earlier.
What are your thoughts on that?
That's bullshit. I call bullshit. Like I think it's crazy how you gonna of all things a Jaguar. Like what?
Like that's supposed to hurt my
Yeah,
feelings.
like but
A dumb bitch running around with a car she can't afford to take care of with
she
no license.
how about a hoopty? She need a hoopty. She don't even have a license. Like
What was it that happened to that car that you got her? What happened to
she
it?
bust that car down. That truck that I bought her. Like she don't know how to take care of anything. That's why she just got a job at the 11 years. But I don't understand how you're gonna get somebody a car that don't have a license. And then you trying to be funny and saying what kind of car it is, and you putting up X amount of money. Like I just think the behavior is stalkerish. I think it. I
It's
think
giving desperate.
yeah, desperate, and they're playing a dangerous game. You know, this is Jag's life. This, regardless to the content that people see, this is her real life, and I think Naisha's dumb and stupid. That's just my opinion about
I
it.
think
You
she's
playing
an
the game.
accomplice, is what I think.
Yeah.
I think that in the conspiracy to defraud and fame and to fame my name and to have me unlawfully put in a state mental hospital or in a jail, I think she's very complicit, and all she's been doing is taking bribes all summer long.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Please get that bitch that car, cause when they come, when they come to impound all of that shit, then y'all YouTube motherfuckers can look at what you did with your money.
Yeah. And then
Maybe y'all be able to get it back when they auction it off. Because all
Yeah.
of this shit is federal. All of these crimes, these cyber crimes that they're committing are federal. 85%. Evangelist Val know all about it. She know about the jail.
in the name of
Maybe
Jesus.
she can cancel. Maybe she can cancel Naisha on out of due time. And then she can ask, then she can go live from her channel just like the Dear Yvette girl and raise money to put on her books like they do for the Toxic Diamond.
You know what?
They just go ahead.
Do you think that maybe this? I'm thinking maybe this is like something. This is, oh my goodness. I don't feel like this is a good thing. This is like a way that they can have unlimited content if they are involved. They control her. They control her.
Like she said on Pam's channel. Her life is so much better now. And she has by the way, she's calling Pam auntie.
What?
Ooh.
And I got me a new Auntie Pam, and whatever Auntie Pam says, I'm listening to because she's smart and she's this. And I got daddy now. And I got daddy. And anytime I need something, all I gotta do is say Mr. Lewis, and my cash app blows up. She said that on Pam's channel last night. And then they sat there and they praised Sean for all of his nefarious dealings.
So she made a family out of the red app, in other words.
Yeah. She got a daddy and a lover, and she got an auntie, she got an uncle, she got a whole YouTube family.
Listen, the kids even have a father.
Yeah, they got a zaddy.
Daddy.
I tell you one thing, as much as Sean was pressed about getting his money back from King when King ran off to Mexico, I can't see him just willingly taking on some weird fucking bitch and her unfortunate children long term. I don't see it.
Oh, they said they call each other godmom and goddaughter.
Ain't that cute? Two fucking ain't shit bitches, a crack baby and a crackhead. Couldn't think of a better team.
So perverted.
Pam is a retired crackhead.
Mm.
She used to tell me and Ty all the time. What was that time when she said she knew she needed to get off crack? Well, her husband was fighting over the last rock
Under the tree.
under the tree.
Who said that?
Hell,
Who?
her and her husband was on crack together in Washington D.C.
Who? Val?
No, Pam. And she was like, girl, I knew we had to get off of crack that night. I knew I had to walk away. We was fighting. She said we was fighting for that last rock like two squirrels. As big as her ass is now, she should have stayed on crack. She probably wouldn't have to worry about all that diabetes, being sick all the time. I don't know. Maybe she just had a heart attack. I don't know.
I can't. Mommy says Jack creates the content nonstop. She needs no assistance for that. Bad attention, good attention, no difference. Okay, we got somebody in the back. Who is that in the back?
Oh shit! Somebody that showed up talking.
Yeah, somebody by the got Sean Combs as their name. You got to send a donation.
Guess what?
Right.
Speaking of honeycomb, guess what else Pam let slip while she was pretending to be our friend? That she used to work with a rapper. And she made sure to mention it to me. She was like, Jag, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And that was the first day I said to you, she's a spy.
Mm-hmm.
The artist name that she mentioned, who I will not mention, was managed by none other than Mark Barnes, the owner of Park, the owner of what used to be Love and then Cloud and shit, Big Gay Club. Mark Barnes owned that. You want to know who his financial backer was? Sean Combs, his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that interesting? That Pam was involved with someone that close to the honeycomb camp.
Pam!
You should have stuck with the crack. You should have stuck with the crack, Pam. You was making more sense on crack than you are now.
Damn, Pam. Hey.
So I can see you know, Pam and the Nyasha. That's cool to call her Nyasha.
Thank you so much.
I can see why they would fit, you know, because, you know, Nyasha was the little crack baby.
Mm-hmm.
She told the story about how, I don't know if it was you said it was her grandmother, she said it was her aunt. Some bitch in her family put the two little fingers on her and brought her back to life.
Wow.
A little crack and bitch itself. And then you got Pam fighting with her husband under the tree for the last rock. On some motherfucking jungle fever ass shit.
That was a little crumb.
So, you know, from crackhead to crack baby, I'm sure they got an understanding. You know, because crack does strange things to the mind. So, you know, if you got two people that are crack addicted,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it makes sense that they would find a common ground. I hope she's ready to pay for the note and all of the, since she the godmom. We were just talking about that the other day. How for a bitch they couldn't find a stud or find a baby daddy, all you needed to do was make somebody godmom.
Yeah.
Right.
I got 62 godchildren, Tulsa, 62.
Oh, wow.
And you want to know what's funny? I only got 4 left that are under 18 now. Well, of all my godchildren, I financially supported all of them in one way or the other. And what I realized was when I stopped taking the role of godmother was when I started realizing that the only reason people were asking me to be their kid godmom was because I was Jaguar, right? And I was getting their bread.
Mm-hmm.
The second that I appeared to be bankrupt, it was the best day of my life. Best day of my fucking life. Motherfuckers thought I was broke. Stop asking. Finally. So now you
Win,
know.
friend.
So now you know. Now Naisha got another contributor. I'm telling you, this YouTube child support, all whack bitches like Nyasha should come to the red app and get that YouTube child support. You ain't got to go to court. All you got to do is hit a link, sit in the chat, tell a couple lies, you know.
Uh-huh. Yes.
All the whack bitches should come to the red app and get their YouTube child support because that shit works.
Yeah, I'm still on this lady smoking crack.
Oh yeah, Pam is a whole crackhead. She told us everything, you know.
I mean, really, I'm still, because I'm a recovering addict, and I used to smoke crack. Girl, listen here. I know when I got high, I did not want to be bothered. Don't come knocking at my door. Don't blow up my phone. And I could get real evil on crack. You better get
Listen to me.
out of my way.
Crack. I sold crack, which is why I never did it because I was around crackheads. I'm telling you. And I'm not talking about, recreational. I'm on some, I'm going through something right now.
I was a functional addict. Okay, get into it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got some people, they was doing, they doing what they doing. It's the process, whatever the case may be. I mean, like Nyasha said the other night, she ain't got no problem with nobody doing drugs. She thinks it's cool. As long as you don't sell your children, and as long as you ain't robbing nobody and hurting nobody, if you got the money to get high, then get high. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it funny that you sitting here giving all of these pictures that everybody knows only came from you trying to paint Ty as a drug addict, as a negative. But you said you like it. It's cool. I'm not getting it. If you down with the crack and you down with the sickness, why you working so hard to make Ty look like a bad person?
But not only that, my addiction story was never with her. She was not a part of that.
I know she wasn't a part of it, but see, just because she's now talking about she the love of your life.
She's not the love of my life.
While she's sitting there holding Missy's niece hostage. like ain't nobody seeing how sick that is. She went around talking about baby girl. That's Missy's blood. That's not your blood. That's not even Ty's blood. And you never had legal custody over this child that you're saying is my child. It's like a serial killer, like keeping trophies.
Yeah. It's like a Lifetime movie.
Child, she ain't good enough for Lifetime. Maybe Tubi.
Well, the scenario, somebody,
Yeah.
she's the one that went after,
Yeah.
the over the edge.
I keep telling people, I think she suffers from Munchausen's disorder because she's the kind of person that likes to create catastrophes to get attention.
Who you think worse, her or Legina?
What do you mean? Legina is she is schizo, but she got sense, and that girl is intelligent. I would have to say if I had to pick between Legina Gold and Nyasha, I would definitely choose Legina Gold.
Yeah, because at least she sticks to her role.
Like whatever delusion she's living in, she is committed to it. She's dedicated to it, and she won't budge. But the Nyasha, she over here, over there, anywhere with hand out. Give me the money. Jaguar Wright stole my girlfriend. She ruined my life. She hates the kids. Give me money. Buy me a jet. If the bitch hate me so much, why the fuck would you want to drive something with my name on it, yo?
That's stupid.
That's weird. That's almost as weird as Dirty Nikki watching me and my husband's sex tape. It's fucking weird. I don't even drive Jaguars anymore. I gave that shit up years ago.
Okay, TJ, I gotta ask you this, baby. Did you ever catch her getting off to Jaguar?
No.
You laughed.
Because that was a question that I was not expecting that question. Your ass is
But what you had told me is, but wait a minute though.
She
But
was
what you had
working.
told me is that she knew more about me than you did.
Yeah, she did. She knew all about your accolades and stuff like that. Yeah. She looked up your network.
She looked up my network. She looked up my Wikipedia.
Yeah, she looked up that like a lot of songs that you wrote and all that. I didn't even know. She the one who told me you was the best on the best man. I didn't even know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend knew more about me than you did.
Yeah.
And you can't see the lineup from there.
I do see the lineup, but everybody talking about I'm the fanatic. No, that was her. That is her. Look at her. She want to drive you.
Well, you got to fuck me. I think you got the better deal.
I got the better deal. I'm with you in your presence. You give a fuck about me. So
I do.
yeah.
God help me. I do.
Well, TJ, you need to get some life insurance on her, child. You gonna get this woman, child. The moves that y'all making and the love that y'all share, child.
Get life insurance on who?
On Niasha.
On the she
On
got
the
one on
option.
me. That she got one on me. That's why I'm wondering if she in cahoots to try to get me to fucking lose my mind or
Did you know that, Tulsa, that Niasha
Oh
has
yeah,
has a life insurance policy on Ty?
yeah. I told Ty that she's waiting for her to kick the bucket. But see, when you're sitting around waiting for somebody else to kick the bucket, she might kick that bucket first.
As big as that bitch is with her crack addicted body, she gonna give out. Maybe her and Pam will give out at the same time. I don't know. We shall see. They're down with the sickness. They down with the sickness, Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they're down with the sickness.
They with it. I mean, that's their.
Where's Val at? She didn't want to come pray with us. She ain't got an 8-hour prayer into the night.
She was sitting up in her room, had her arms folded. Girl, send the cash out. You can still. She's still sitting up in that room in that bed.
No, she gotta finish help raising the money so they can get Niasha the Jaguar, so she can have her Jaguar.
How come she going to go?
I can't.
My. You not gonna come through and give us a little word of prayer? Tulsa wouldn't mind the extra watch hours. We can just leave you on here to run your mouth, and we go sleep, take a nap, all that good stuff.
And she ain't went live already. She probably went live.
She got a page too.
Yeah, Val got a channel.
It need to be called.
They all got a channel.
Fact, you be. Oh my God, they pop up everywhere.
You're down with the sickness. I think I'm gonna play that song tonight before I go to bed and just rock out with my air guitar. You're down with the sickness.
That's a toxic shit.
We should put us a little reel together and then just play that song in the background. Get down with the sickness. Ooh, I love rock and roll. It speaks to me. Ooh.
You know what gets me is Mama Rika, I feel you on that. She says, what I don't get is how one feel so comfortable to talk crazy about a lady that is watching your kid, especially one that is 17, gearing towards college, hopefully. This is bizarre. You don't feed her, clothe her, nothing, but then do this cause mental issues.
Can I respond to that?
Okay, you want to respond to it?
Or do you want me to read
I'm gonna put it to you this way. You can respond to it if you choose to, but it seems like you want to.
that?
So then just speak authentically.
I mean, I think it's crazy how people are judging my life in 2 months. Where do you think she was running around asshole naked for all this time? Like I'm confused. I don't feed or clothe. Is she still growing? Did she outgrow the clothes that she had already that I purchased?
I mean, if they listen to the recording that we played, you sitting there telling her when it was time for her to pack when she was supposed to have left with the family, what sneakers to wear, what to put together, what you bought, how you did this, how you did that. But see, it's the selective hearing.
Right.
If they paid attention to the first conversation that we had with baby girl, when you asked her, did they need any of this shit that they've been getting from wish list? And she clearly said, no, we didn't need it, but it's nice to have. Like, people choose to hear what they want to hear.
Right. And then her unboxing, do you see clothes in there? Because if she needed clothes, don't you think clothes were on the list? See a whole bunch of kitchen shit.
I think the dog got more shit than anybody.
Exactly. So
Rodney made out like a fat rat.
I took care of baby girl and Naisha kids. And what Naisha wear, everything she wear on camera, I bought. Every outfit I bought. So,
well, you know,
yeah,
at least you dressed up your little water buffalo.
Like, come on.
You tried to dress it up.
Well, you know what, TJ? You did it all for 11 years. As she said, she was a kept woman. She didn't have to do anything. And that was proven, you know? You were, you know, the best thing since sliced bread when y'all were on good terms. And now she's upset.
I know, I get it. That comment. Let's tell me, who was that person? What was the name of that person that left that comment?
Mommy Rika.
Mommy Rika, go back and tell Evangelist Val that we said, fuck off. Because I done seen your ass over there on the struggle channels, Mama Rika. God bless you. God bless you. Go over there. Go be mad. Go be mad. You're fucking down with the sickness. Hey. Oh.
That part. So, Jack, what you got planned for the rest of the night, child?
Well, I was thinking about going live because I got something that I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's time for me to make my true intentions known. Would you like a little hint of what it's about?
I would love it. Love it.
After I was first hijacked and exposed on YouTube, and people just started raping my Instagram, and every time I turn on YouTube, it's just my Instagram everywhere. I started chronicling how YouTube operates and works. Now, I've gotten involved with some content creators throughout the years, because it's been 3 years now. And in these 3 years, what I've learned is that YouTube, the way they have their community guidelines and all of those things set up, there's huge gaping holes for all kinds of social injustice to happen on this red app without oversight. They're not responsible for what anyone does, but if someone gets hurt or unalive, then they create new guidelines and then they up their percentage share. I mean, if I'm correct now, YouTube is taking 45%, aren't they?
And that is true.
That's damn near half. So the kind of money that people were making off of Jaguar Wright content 3 years ago are not making that same money now. And yet, as you heard Danat say in that recording that he just found 3 new channels that only report on me. Round the clock harassment, cyber stalking, cyber bullying, and cyber terrorism. They're allowed to work without oversight. Now you have to strike channels and do this and do that, but that's why most of them have 2 or 3 channels so that they can have back channels. So if one gets knocked down, they just tell everybody to go over to the other one, and then they get to the monetization, and then boom, 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 boom. But what most people don't realize is they haven't been studying the structure of the company. Everyone's so busy focusing on the CCs that they're not focusing on the conglomerate. You'd be surprised who some of the board members are of YouTube. You'd be surprised who they're in business with and who they work with. And what I do know is, with everything that's happened to me over the course of the past 3 years, with the over 500 accounts that slander me daily, it would seem like there's a whole lot of bias in how YouTube, the company, allows for one person who they've made so much money off of to be consistently harassed, gaslit, which is why I turned the cameras onto my life, to make it impossible for anyone to deny, because all of the gaslighting, everything that happened this year in my life was all YouTube generated. Stalking me at restaurants, stalking me at my home, stalking my cases, court documents, like all of this stuff is it's cyber harassment, period. And they can put fair use on it all they want for stealing the digital content. It's the content they worked so hard to try to create off camera so that they can have control to outdo one another. Now, once again, we just said 45% going off the top. You basically spitting all this shit 50 with these motherfuckers. And these people are spending an upwards from 6 to sometimes, the longest live I've ever seen about me was 19 fucking hours long. There's only 24 hours in a day. Now, all those watch hours, all of that ad revenue, all of that money made, and YouTube hasn't stepped in to say, this has gone too far. My swatting, which was all YouTube CC generated, that changes today. As of tomorrow, in honor of the Sabbath, I will be making a public statement to YouTube. All I need is 20 CCs who have been cyber stalked, harassed, and bullied the same way as me. I already got one. Her name is Tyron A. Johnson. 20 people is enough to make a class action lawsuit.
Well, shit, you got my vote.
And I will be lobbying for a class action lawsuit against YouTube.
Yeah, let's get some RICO charges because I've been bullied.
I know,
I'm the
Tulsa.
third person. Yes.
I don't know if you noticed. I've been cozying up to everybody that got shat upon the way that I had, for a reason. Mental health? Really? Y'all care about mental health? How was members of the Beam team running up on my crib in the best interest of my mental health? How was How was it possible that YouTube bloggers were paying people in Parkland Hospital in the psych ward to spy on me and give intel on how I was behaving in a mental facility in the best interest of anyone's mental health? The video that Sean Davyway has of me after they had just got finished shooting me full of howl dog, double shot. He has a video up still on his channel. I went and I listened to it, and I started to remember that exact moment. They had just got finished drugging me again. I hadn't eaten in 2 days, hadn't been to the bathroom in nearly 3. My name, and I heard myself, my name is Jaguar Wright, right, blah, 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 blah. I'm also Jaguar Wright Johnson. I'm being drugged and held against my will. He still has that up. I lived through all of this torment for one purpose. See, I got the biggest loudspeaker on this app. So for everything that I've had to endure, imagine how much worse it was for people like you, Tulsa, for people like TJ. They were literally allowed to sit there and beat on y'all virtually with an audience to boot without oversight or sanction. I know, Manny. Problem is, you can't drive somebody crazy when they already are. Y'all gotta make up your mind. But I don't. Because on September 20th, there's a judge that is going to have to look at 2 competency evaluations. One was done in 5 minutes. And I was declared incompetent because the man told me that I wasn't Jaguar Wright. He didn't believe me. I was spouting delusions of grandeur. I was declared incompetent by Dr. Michael Pittman for the Dallas County Court. Yes, please. And in 5 minutes, he determined that I was incompetent to stand trial because I wasn't who I said I was. Which is why they had to give me another competency evaluation with another doctor. Dr. Lee. You know what, Tulsa? I want to do something. I want to share something with you.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
Just a little something. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. 28.
What kind of work does the Philadelphia do?
I'm a recording artist. We're over now. For about 30 years now. I am also an advocate for sexual assault survivors. My nonprofit group, which we're going to have squared away, I think we're changing the direction, going from nonprofit to an actual ministry, a women's ministry group. It's called WCW Meeting USA. And I also create botanical products, and I'm kind of a renaissance woman. I'm also a published writer. I am entertainment. Right now, my life kind of revolves around media and broadcasting. I have my own YouTube channel, and I have my own internet TV station, DaladelphiaTVNetwork.com, and on Roku.
Okay. Now, in the past, do you have any prior legal issues? Have you ever been either pled guilty, been found guilty?
Yes, I pled guilty to a misdemeanor back in 2016. It was I was arrested for child abduction. It was a custody hearing that my ex-husband decided to criminalize because he wanted to destroy my life and use my child to do it and find a way to get his hand back into my pocket with child support. First time around, they charged me. I had concerts set up all around the world. And at the point where the trial would have been taking place, if I had taken it to trial, I wouldn't have been able to leave the country. And I was already scheduled at the Hong Kong World Music Festival. I was there with the Mosaic Project, Terry Lynn Carrington. I'm one of the contributing partners on that project. I made the deal. My kid didn't want to testify, and if I had backed out of that gig, it would have hurt me in the Far East. So I took the plea bargain, agreed to 2 years probation, which was concluded August 2018. I was then charged again by Chicago for child abduction, failure to return, even though my ex-husband had already moved. It was a nasty jurisdictional thing. I won my habeas corpus writ in 2017, but then they issued a governor's warrant, which forced me to Chicago, to which I stayed. And I fought the case, and it concluded nulle prosecute.
Okay. So in terms of, just in not just in Dallas, but in the U.S., I guess, just one prior conviction, that's it?
Just the misdemeanor that I pled guilty to in 2016. Like I said, that's been over.
Okay.
That concluded in 2018. But they recharged me in 2017, and then I fought that one. And I won.
Okay. Now, does she have...
trial? There were so many jurisdictional issues.
Okay. Now, does she, that one misdemeanor, did you replace on probation?
Yes, I
time
was on
served?
probation for 2 years, and that concluded in 2018. August of 2018.
Okay. So I got a little bit of information about you. I guess you were in Dallas County for a little less than a month. Is that about right? Here most recently, like May to right to the beginning of June.
What do you?
Is that about right? You were when you were incarcerated at Dallas County Jail. Yes, ma'am. About 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay.
I was executed at Bossier Max in Louisiana.
Now, according to those records, you have a history of some chronic pain. Is that correct?
I have severe scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
16 pinched nerves, 3 slip discs.
Any other chronic pain issues? Any other chronic medical issues like asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure?
Thank God. At 46. Oh, I'm a blessed woman.
Any history of drug or alcohol use?
I was an alcoholic, and I OD'd on Percocets prescribed to me by my doctor. I was 29, so I'm 46 now. I'll go back 30 years. Yeah, around 07, 06. I had OD'd on my prescription. I was drinking.
Was it an accidental overdose?
Well, we're not quite sure. I was never seen by a doctor. For whatever reason, my ex-husband, my first husband, decided after he found me in a pool of blood and vomit on our bathroom floor to not call an ambulance and to just clean me up and prop me up in bed. I was out for about a day and a half. I asked him why he never bothered to call and get me help if he found me that way. And he said, I didn't want anyone to think I was trying to kill you.
So, I guess from your standpoint, was it an accidental overdose? Or
in my opinion, it was an accidental overdose. I was taking my medication no different than I had normally taken it. I had the girls over. We had a martini brunch. I had 2 martinis, and when they left, that's when everything started to fall down over me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You refer to yourself as an alcoholic. Do you still drink, or are you sober? Okay. So, how long have you been sober?
Well, I have wine from time to time. I love a good scotch, but everything that I do in moderation. I actually cut alcohol out of my life completely for health reasons about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago. So I'm not an active drinker.
So the wine and the scotch, is that no longer a thing, or is that
No, I haven't had anything to drink since I've been, incarcerated, and I haven't had anything since I've been out.
Okay, so at least a few months.
Yeah,
Does that sound about right?
the last scotch that I had a Macallan 18 Old Fashioned back in March after I was released from the hospital. That was the last drink I had.
Okay. Now, some of the records mention marijuana use as well as...
Absolutely.
Okay. How long have you been a marijuana user?
Well, it's not just, number one, I don't call it marijuana, it's cannabis.
Okay.
Number two, I produce THC and CBD products for pain management and for just overall well-being. A lot of the products that I make, the botanicals that I make, my salve, all of that, CBD enhanced and vitamin infused. I'm not an abuser.
Okay. So
I'm an old school apothecary.
No judgment with any kind of usage. Just want to have an understanding of you as a whole.
Absolutely.
Right? So how long have you been a user of cannabis or cannabis products?
When I walked away from pain meds completely, it's been 13 years.
And I assume you're either user of some sort, be it actual cannabis, be it cannabis CBD products, THC products. Is that a fair?
CBD. I don't use THC unless I'm in extreme pain. And those are all medicinal edibles.
Okay. Now, the chart also mentioned some Molly. Is that correct?
Molly?
Yeah, it seemed kind of off. The note was kind of weird, but
who said I was using Molly?
So it was a weird note from, I guess they were referring back in March. Were you at Parkland for a little bit?
Yeah, I was in Parkland for 11 days.
So I guess they were referring to that.
I was never on Molly. I don't use it.
Okay.
I don't use drugs. Outside, anything that is not natural, and like I said, the occasional scotch from time to time, I don't do.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a weird note. So
and no one ever found it in my system. It wasn't in any document.
It was a strange note. So I had to confirm.
Got it.
So
let's pause there. Tulsa.
Yes, ma'am.
Regale me with your take on what you just heard. That was just 5 minutes. I got 45 fucking minutes more.
It seemed like for me, it was like instead he was asking you the questions and you were answering them, but it was like he was trying to guide or force an answer that he wanted you to give. It wasn't about you. I didn't feel like it was about you. It was more of, okay, so you did this, or this is what's in the notes. Okay, motherfucker, if I said I didn't do it, then I don't do it. And I don't need you to keep pressuring me to say that I've done the thing.
But that's how those evaluations work. Actually, I enjoyed my evaluation by him. I thought it was fair. I thought it was comprehensive. The questions that he asked me, as you could hear, were the questions. You got to realize he's an officer of the court.
Oh, okay.
So it's his job to ask questions based around what they want him to query me on.
Well, the questions were definitely direct and straightforward. I think, in my opinion,
were the answers straightforward as well?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The answers were straightforward. I mean, you didn't. You didn't have to think about it. You didn't get caught up on your words. It was more of, this is what it is, and I'm gonna tell you. Do I drink? Something. Well, yeah, I drink. Yeah. I drink in moderation.
Hi, panel.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. Jack, I'll be in your class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
I was, yeah, someone took a picture of my home, actually came on my property, took a
Hmm.
picture, did a 2 hour video, a little gay punk that lives here in
Hmm.
Chicago. 2 hour video on me, exposed my government name, my mother's name, my niece's name, her phone number, and then put in my comments because I have a channel that they was gonna come over here in a van and jump on me. So I made it easy for them. I put my sliders in my pockets, sat on my front porch with my pit bull, and waited. But I do know it is a federal crime. Did I get arrested for having two sliders on me? Yes. Did I serve time in Cook County Jail? Yes. Did I just get off of probation? Yes. But that ain't gonna stop me. They ain't gonna run up on nobody. When you move on somebody, at least here in Chicago, if I'm gonna run up on you, I'm not gonna get on a worldwide internet and announce it. We move in silence. So if you want to start a class action lawsuit about what YouTube is allowing, they're allowing it to happen. I'll be more than happy to be a part of your lawsuit.
Tulsa,
They know what's going on.
they know
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
going on.
That's why everybody's moving to Rumble. They getting off of YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've been following you since you came on, and then
Hmm.
you took a break and you came back.
Well, I
So
had no
I think I'm
choice.
more well versed. Yes, you didn't have no choice. A little bit. I know a little bit more than a lot of these. And I've seen bloggers that only have 700 subscribers and they reporting on you because they know if they put your name in the title, people are going to come over. They climbing off of your back. And Queen Pain did not hurt my feelings. She could stay right where she at over there in California. I like King Pain. Like I said, the only thing that bothers me is the stare down that he gives you in the camera, and
Hmm.
he got to reach the quota. So when I saw him staring, I said, this is normally how autistic people do. They
Huh.
stare. They just stare and don't
There is
say
a
anything.
specialness to him.
Oh, yeah. My child has Asperger's, and he got a full scholarship to DePaul in animation.
Yeah.
They're very special people. They're very intelligent. But I knew once he started talking and then got in that stare in the camera, and Queen Tulsa, you did hold his platform down. You held him down. As a matter of fact, he would hand a program over to you. You weren't getting paid.
No, ma'am.
Well, you're a good one.
But you
I'm a
know,
Leo.
it's
And that Leo, he would have had to drop them ducats. Them ducats would have had to come to me. As much
well,
as
you
he
know
was
what?
collecting.
The thing is, doing things for charity. I'm all about charity and giving back and being a leader and showing people how to, get along. But girl, going forward, it's a price.
Yes.
But you know what? But it helped me, you know, expand myself and my brand. And now I offer a service of accountability coach. So I'm someone's accountability coach and I get paid for it.
See, I've had my channel since 2019. And back then, when people sub to your channel, you got their name. I would block people. I'm not on here for the money. I'm not on here for anything but exposing liars, scammers, exposing them, and new content creators that are coming out, sharing their content, because the OGs in the beef sector, they don't have no content. And I'm like, it's new kids on the block. There's new kids on the block. Subscribe to their channel. So if you go to my channel, all you're going to see on that community wall is sharing, sharing, sharing. It's enough out here for everybody to eat.
Well, I apologize for you getting doxxed and having
Well,
to.
that happened 2 years ago. I just got off of probation in July. So,
Like I
I'm
said,
like, these people on here are weird. These people on here need validation. Something they didn't get in their childhood that they have to get on a worldwide web that goes all over the country, this universe, and spill their guts and go back and forth. And these women, I call them fag hags, that sit up under these gay men and think, I guess they gonna get with them and send them all their money. And they're black women on black women hating one another and allowing gay black men to be just totally disrespectful to black women. Totally disrespectful.
Red Pill, I gotta tap in. Cause what you just said, it reminded me of something. Back in the 90s, when I was in the life, we used to hang out with a lot of male strippers. And we dated some. And we would go to the shows because, these were our boyfriends. But their bodies were on display for hundreds of women. So if we wanted to, let the chicks know, we would come through. $500 in ones. And just come through and be like, boom, paper them down, But I watched how these women would fight over these male exotic dances. Who could drop the most money? Who could come up with it? Like they used to rifle off private dances and all of this stuff. And these women, they would do anything. They were thousands upon thousands of dollars every week. And guess what? Half of them niggas was gay. And even when they found out that the men was gay, like there was this one dude back in Philly named the Lion King. And his whole thing was he was like double jointed and real flexible. And he would get to the part of his performance after he contorted and did all this stuff all over the floor and sweating all over the women. He would, give his own self fellatio. And these hoes, some of them be like, well, then what we here for? And then the other ones will be like, oh yeah. Oh, just crazy. And just listening to you.
I lived in the house. My mother and them put me out when they found out my sexuality. I'm 65. Yeah. So I had no choice but to move in a house with, I was the only female. I lived with gay men, both, tops and bottoms, and with the trans, I call them my dolls. I was raised with them. I've seen women. One woman I dealt with, she had a baby by my best friend's lover. I'm going over to the house with him. He's like, I just need to stop over here and see my lover. I go there and I'm looking at this woman and they got a baby. About 5 years later, me and her hooked up. And I'm like, how did you not know Derek wasn't gay? You can look at him. He makes all the dresses for the trans girls when they perform. How could you not know? And this woman really did not know that this man she was with that had a 5-year-old son that was whooping her ass, whooping her ass was gay. I don't understand how these women on cannot keep these gay men. No matter how hard they try to do like this, they can't keep. Over in another section, it's a woman 50 something years old.
You got to come back to your phone. We can barely hear you.
Sorry, it's a woman 50 something years old that is begging for rent money. Because she donate all her money to a gay guy. Well, you're a little flash I should lawsuit. I got this deal. And again, I can bring things all the way down.
You got to bring your speaker up to
Oh,
your mouth, Red Pill.
can you hear me better? Can you hear
Yeah,
me better now?
that's way better.
Okay. I can bring King Payne's channel all the way down with every cash app that I send him. If I wanted to be that bitch. But my whole channel is why do we black women hate one another so much that we'll go to any means they're paying a Caucasian to dox people, to call their jobs, to have them fired from their jobs. That, he has the privilege. So he can get information from the hospital. He's broken the HIPAA law. He's broken cyberbullying. But they would rather pay this white guy over in the beef sector to dox one of their own. I don't get it. And YouTube knows what's going on. I've hit them on Twitter enough. I've contacted them enough. They know what's going on.
I put my email in the back in the private chat. Screenshot it.
I don't do behind the scenes. I work solo dolo. Very solo dolo.
Okay, well, who is the person?
That did it? QB.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write his name down so I can do my due diligence.
In the Midwest and 5 days. She lived here in Chicago. Both of them.
Okay. What's his name?
His channel name is QB of the Midwest. And 5 Babe, the one that official King Payne he had a one-on-one interview with her until I did a video saying, why do you have this woman on your panel when she's known to scam, lie? That's why she's telling you she's the most hated person. I have receipts. I have videos that she privatized. And once he saw that, he didn't invite her back onto his panel. King Payne came from the beef sector. He worked his way out the beef sector, just like Wiley. Wiley came from the beef sector. Now what is his name? AT2? He's trying to come back into the beef sector. It's all about numbers and money.
But at the expense of black women's pain.
Yes.
And I have a problem with that.
The 4-letter word, they'll break the HIPAA law, throw that on you, as they say. They will roast you from the cradle to the grave. I
want to extend the rage room to you. We're gonna go on mute and we want you to just let it out. Cuss, do whatever it is. Let it the fuck out. You would not take this into tomorrow. You would not
No.
take this into next week. I'm about to mute and I want you to go the fuck in.
I want you all to know what this application is. It's a mind fuck. It's a mind fuck, and for some reason, Black women are attracted to it to the point that they say, I cut my cable off. YouTube is better. And they sit up 24 hours, 7 days a week, calling other Black women every name they can think of. Every name. That now, I don't think people have names. It's just, hey, bitch. Don't introduce yourself. Just walk up to them and go, hey, bitch. Hey, whore. I've heard Black women come up with all kind of names. I've seen a Black woman doxxed, and they found her mother picture in a casket, and they put it up on the community wall, and it's circulated all around YouTube. I've seen a woman whose child was strangled by a cord from your blinds and died. And I saw another Black woman take a picture of that child and put a noose around the child's neck. This is how much YouTube is allowing, and this is what we're at in 2023. That they don't realize all the content you make belongs to YouTube. I don't care if you privatize it. I don't care if you delete it. All the content belongs to YouTube. And everybody's heard of Lipstick Alley. Lipstick Alley records damn near everything that they can and reports on it. And yes, it's a felony. You cannot cyberbully. You cannot destroy someone's character. You cannot expose their medical. There's laws. And a lot of these people don't know the law. So when I get on here and I do my content, I remind them of the law. That's why I was held in Cook County Jail as long as I was, because I tried to educate the Black women in there. You have rights. You got to know your rights. And because I was telling them, the CEO said, we gonna make an example out of you. So they held up my paperwork. But what I carried on me, I don't take threats. I don't take you even, somebody even coming to me like they threatening me. No, because that's like a promise. I'm not going to laugh at all. You come in my comments, I see where you got all my information. You using it in different chats. You got one that says I pop pills from the south side of Chicago with my picture on it. You got another one with my name and address and phone number on it. Yeah, my head is on a swivel. All the time. All the time. So this little application has really mind fucked us as a people. Mind fucked Black women into not knowing their worth. They don't know they're worthy. And they sit up and dog and drag one another out 24 hours, 7 days a week. I go all over YouTube. I'm not in one sector. Not one. So I've seen it all. I tell people what I listen to, they cannot believe it. They can't believe it until I sit them down and turn on a channel and they listen to it and go, "This is YouTube?" Yep. And guess what? When you buy their streaming, you're going to have access to this too. Jag was right. I used to work for HBO. I managed for 7.5 years with them. I watched how my Jewish Caucasians run a Fortune 500 company. Does anybody think in a rabbit ass mind with streaming now taking over everything? You will not see cable. You will not see satellite dishes. Everything will be streamed. Do you really think that YouTube is going to continue to allow this fuckery? That's why they're taking 40% of cash apps. They're trying to discourage. Get off of here. We don't want you here anymore. That's when somebody said, Rumble. It's enough black people on here we could own our own. And I'm done.
Preach. They're not paying attention, Red Pill.
That's why my name is Neo Matrix Woke. And if you can see the tattoo on my neck, I got the eye, the all-seeing eye inside of a pyramid. And I got one on my arm. I see beyond this matrix of a world. People don't listen. They don't pay attention. I just uploaded a video about the Mandela effect, about the 2 full moons we had that's not going to occur until 2035, about all this scamming and lying and fuckery going on, that this RICO case here in Chicago starts next month for FBG Duck, that if you call yourself journalists, like you all covered the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, then as journalists, get your asses up and come here to Chicago. Because we got 5 or 6, 20 to 25 years old that's facing death or life. That's the only choice. This is maybe the first RICO case since, the Panthers? It started off with Capone. I think they might have got the Panthers on a RICO case, but they coming after the gangs here now. So so-called journalists that want to give out good content, bring your asses here and watch this case go down, because the Chicago Police Department are part of the case.
Honey, unless there's a rapper or an actor on trial, they don't care.
No, they rather send the doggy out, scam, lie. I got to meet a quota. When we $5-10 away. When, and then it be spelled tea.
We $510 away from the 500 that we already got.
And being a gay woman, I really have lost respect for men. They're straight men in a manosphere that talk about women like dogs. And they flying out to these men. Somebody you've never met. I said, have y'all ever heard of stranger danger? Or do you dox these men before you fly out to them? You doxing everybody else. Are you doxing these men? So we got sex trafficking going on. We have drug addicts on. There's one girl on meth that runs her channel. And they all gonna go on Carnival Cruise Line on a damn meet and greet. I'm taking insurance out on them bitches. Because somebody gonna get pushed over.
That part. They think it's a
I
game.
see.
It ain't a game.
I have seen the game, how they finesse, how they finesse 20 G's out of her viewers. Told them it was going to be a meet and greet here in Chicago. I tiptoed right down to the hotel. She told them they was going to stay at. And what were we in? The middle of the shutdown. Had them people sending their money up there.
That's
And
how King Payne met Frank Mac's widow at a meet and greet.
no refund. If you wanted to come to the meet and greet, you had to send in $300. No refund. She got that 20 G's. That's Chicago. That's Chicago for you. West Side. She got that 20 G's.
They all a bunch of con artists. That's the funny thing about it. They run around calling everybody a scammer, and they the biggest scammers on this fucking app. It's so funny.
I was researching Dick Gregory. I'm gonna tell you how dirty YouTube is. All of a sudden, I got recommendations. I'm like, recommendations? Hit it, and it put me right in the beef sector. But I happened up on Pastor Jay Wilson. As soon as I saw him flinging his hands, I got in the comments and said, sis, hey sis Wilson, he blocked me because he was telling all the women that he was straight. Then I had to do a troll page. And I'm like, you 50-something years old. You sitting up here flinging your hands and rolling your neck. How can you women not tell till finally he came out and said he doesn't consider himself gay. He considers himself a man that loves other men. I do it
And that's
whatever.
all the bisexuals.
And he sell prayer clothes. And people buy.
Like I said, them women used to come up and drop thousands of dollars on them men in them strip clubs, and half of them was gay. They ain't care. They ain't care.
King James, all of them. All of them. Five Baby got mad because she couldn't get them to sleep with her. They don't want girl pussy. They want boy pussy. Girl, you went to Dallas thinking that you was going to get you some from them. They don't want you, girl. They said no.
What they telling?
Ain't nothing more pathetic than watching a black woman get rejected by a gay man. Ain't nothing more pathetic.
It's funny as hell to me. It's funny. It's funny because I just sit there with them and I know how cutty they can be. I know how deceitful they can be. Like I told King Payne, I responded to him. I've been with queens like you. Exactly like you. And they run the same plays. Just a different year, but it's the same plays. They're known to use credit cards. They're known to steal identities. I knew one that was able to get a car, a house, before he passed from AIDS, using other people's names. Every time he got a boyfriend, he bought them a brand new car. They know how to get into your credit, your account, your bank account. But when you hungry, it's just the same way as the trenches. If you a G and you hungry, you do what you gotta do. And when you gay and your family turn their back on you, we just scam in a different way. But I'm gonna leave you with this. Don't trust nobody. If you ain't met them face to face, because all you're listening to is their voice. You're going off the vibration of their voice. feel their energy. I saw when you met with King Payne in California, and you all was sitting on a rooftop having lunch. You know how long ago that was, Jack?
How long ago?
When you first came on. When you first came on, he met with you, and you were in, and he was sitting up having lunch with you. But if
Yep.
you can't feel the energy and it can't look you in the eye, don't wear no damn sunglasses when you talk to me. Look me dead
That
in the
part.
eye. But
Eyes are the window to the soul.
hold your shit close to your chest. And I've been singing your song all night. All night long. I'm like, damn, she got a pop. She got a pop. But he was
Thank
planning on his
you.
he was planning on his
I
channel.
heard he did a review of my copyrighted song.
Yep. You should strive. I told you it's called strive. Strengthen.
I heard he played my copyrighted song.
As much money as he made off of you, get that page taken down for 90 days.
Oh,
Let him feel
absolutely.
get some of your money back.
Michael Braggs fell for the bait, and he's about to take a vacation. I mean, Tulsa, didn't we just do the unveiling of that the other night?
Yes,
On my
we did.
channel? Wasn't the producer there?
Yeah, the producer was there.
If I hear that word one more time. Wiley got a producer. Then Sean Bradley was doing the YouTube. He actually flew people out. They were going to do a pilot on the beef sector. And somebody from Hollywood actually funded. Because what goes on in the beef sector, nobody would really believe. But they're still pitching it, trying to get it picked up by someone. Now the beef is they were going to do something called Colored Girls. And they were going to have black women beef against one another and throw in colorism. How many steps backwards is that, Jag? To pitch
You preaching right now. I ain't even trying to get your way. You preaching.
To put black women against black women and then throw colorism. If
Oh, well, honey,
case,
that's called good reality TV.
Behind the scenes until somebody spilled the beans and found out they got a whole cast together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you know, Michael has been trying to break into the reality TV world heavy for the past 2 years now.
Well, I told him my cousin works for EMI Records. I used to be put my little browns in the chat and all that. He followed me on Instagram until I started seeing this shit looks like it's all planned out. All like a play is going on. And I told him,
and they played with my life. And I let them.
I said, if you can sing, send me your link on something that you've done. I'll shoot it over to my cousin. Never got it from him. Now I guess he's managing artists, or he's looking for artists.
Only thing he's managing to do is ruin their life.
Well, YouTube is setting us back 100 years.
We let it though.
Yeah, we allowed it. But these young ones coming out, like Miss Cat, I push her channel. I push.
Oh, absolutely, I do as well. I got a good feeling about Cat.
I'm biased. You get up and say what you want to say. Over there, if they see you in somebody else's chat, you know the content creator will dog you out. And as they call it, banish you, rebuke you from their channel. like they got control over somebody's life.
But see, that's what they're doing, and that's why I say I don't care.
It's a
Nigga,
mental fuck.
oh, absolutely. That's exactly why when they came over to mine, I took their asses and I put them in a 24-hour timeout and I threw their asses out. After I let them sit there and watch me. See, you don't like it when nobody do it to you.
It's triggering. Just like the one on meth over there. I did a video on her. You don't know whose child may come up on this video. And
Yeah.
you're sitting here in your section for a rehabilitation section. Bitch, they have a sector for that. Go over there. But the shit you over here talking and having sex with animals and all that crap.
Yeah.
No, that's sick. It's become sicker and sicker and sicker.
Oh, absolutely.
And people support this admitted meth head. She admitted it. And they support her and sent her money. I said, all y'all doing is putting a bullet. That's a bullet in the chamber. Every dollar you send is a bullet in the chamber. So I push new content creators that are unbiased, that have one channel for roasting and another channel for teaching.
Oh, Jag, mute. Y'all got a bad echo.
Good night, everybody. Good morning.
Okay.
It was a pleasure.
Well, good morning.
Thank you.
No problem. You come back anytime.
All right, bye, Jag.
Shut your channel out before you leave. Oh,
Love
she's
you,
gone.
Red Pill.
Yes. Jag, go ahead and shout your channel out before we take out. And TJ.
I am Jaguar Wright Johnson of the Jaguar Wright Johnson channel right here on YouTube. You can check me out on Instagram at either Jaguar Wright or Jaguar Wright Johnson, or you can check me out on TikTok. I mean, you can check me out at just Google me. That's all. And TJ, say something.
Hey, I am the T from the TNJ channel. You could check my channel, our channel. I don't even know what to call the channel, but it's the TNJ channel here on YouTube.
And you're also on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I am on Instagram
and TikTok
as TJ. I think TJ01 or TJ11, and then we're on TikTok, but I don't remember our TikTok page.
You can just Google me.
We're there.
But Tulsa, I dropped a little note in the back chat. That back chat is hilarious. Did you check out the back chat?
I'm checking it now. He was doing a lot.
The most? I hope you don't mind. I had to take a little snapshot of that. That was funny.
Yes. He was definitely doing a lot. If anybody wants to join the class action lawsuit, you can email jaguarwright@gmail.com.
Jaguar Wright Johnson.
Jaguar Wright Johnson.
Yeah, I started a whole new email specifically for this. Jaguarwright@gmail.com. That's of course my primary email. But anybody who's interested in joining the class action, I've started a new email address. It's jaguarwrightjohnson@gmail.com. Please, if you've been bullied, if you've been harassed, if you've been cyberstalked, if you've been gaslit in any way, please join us. Already we got 4 people. Me, TJ, Tulsa, Red Pill. We just need 16 more. I don't think they'll be hard to find. How many mock funerals have been thrown over people's lives on this app? How many, just that nonsense with TJ on my son's birthday, like that really just sickened me. 2,000 people in the room rooting to have a black woman virtually eviscerated for their entertainment, and then had the audacity to say, you better not donate a dime to that bitch, and then refuse to pay her the money that you said you would give her so you could publicly humiliate her for clicks and views. Like, anybody who sits over there, you don't gotta like me. Like, for real. Let's get that clear. I don't like you. I don't want any kind of fans that are into that shit. I don't want your money. I don't want shit from you, because you down with the sickness, yo. You fucking down with the sickness. Like, I'm good. Like, if this was The Walking Dead, we are the living people and y'all are the zombies. And if anybody's ever watched The Walking Dead, those who were still alive, their numbers were small, but they were able to pull together and fight off sometimes thousands of walkers. All you gotta do is pop them in the right place. But it was those small units of human beings that hadn't been infected with that sickness that pulled together and managed to create a life after the apocalypse. That's how I see it here on this Red app. You know, I'm Carol on this Red app. I'm the mom that said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I put down my apron, stopped baking my cookies, and picked up some heavy artillery and said, let's get it. That's who I am. And all the rest of you zombies wandering around here on this Red app in your sickness, you ain't scaring nobody. You just giving us a reason to be smarter with our plans. You fucking right. We telling on y'all. We going to the principal. We gonna get you suspended. Since y'all on some high school shit, let me talk to you in language that you can understand. We're going to the principal's office and you're getting suspended. And not in school suspension. You gotta stay at home. With y'all real high school asses. Jesus, it's just tiring. But yeah, Toza, that's all I got to say. So I'm going to drop down below and I am going to enjoy the rest of the show like everyone else. And it's been a pleasure and it's been a gas. And I'm really looking forward to cleaning up the rest of these YouTube streets. Oh, and to the talented Mr. Ricketts, thank you for the content. And also, I would appreciate it if you would make a statement as to why you called saying all of those things to me and you knew I was recording. But as it stands right now, that recording is only living on the Queen Tulsa page. So if you want to say something about it, you're going to have to make a mention. Make sure you tell everybody about this fabulous platform. And on that note, I love you, darling. Mwah!
I love you more.
It's been a gas.
Period. Wait until you see this outro. Let's get it.
Oh, yes. Let me get in the bushes.
Like my honey's blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. Hey! It's the big distance between me and you. I ain't nothing like you or you. I'm on. We're ready! Like my honey's blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. Hey! It's the big distance between me and you. I ain't nothing like you or you. I'm on a whole other level. These bitches is out of their league. These bitches ain't batting like me.